Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone. What's
Guess
today?
what time I arrived here?
Okay.
4:44.
Yeah.
I know the time's not going to be the same for you guys, but angel numbers,
Everywhere.
girlfriend,
Everywhere. It's been all the previous week, last week, and going in
this week.
today. Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I swore, I think it was Friday. I was talking to Sandra and I said, every time I looked at the clock, it was 111, 222, 333, 444. It was like it just kind of drew me to like look, and like it hasn't stopped. And then she texted me something today that she thought was like, things are
really
kind of weird,
creepy.
And I said, and then right then I looked at my phone and it said 1234, which if you guys have been watching the channel, you know that that's the number that my grandma always sends me signs. And I said, that's my grandma telling you are spot on, sister.
Yeah, there is something definitely going on. Yeah. Lights completely out at work, no internet. And not only one facility, but multiple facilities went out. Either it was internet, lights. I've never seen it working there the many years as I've been there. No. Even I turned to somebody, it was like there 35 years. He's like, I've never seen.
And you know, you guys have an idea that she works for a corporation, and it's a big corporation where like they have backup generators and they're like the number one customers, and you know, so like their lights don't go out.
I mean, like that. No,
they are like they're babied. Okay, so, let's just say that.
So so signs. We were seeing multiple signs the last 2 weeks. It's been going on for the last 2 weeks. I can't tell you how many times I looked at and I'm not a clock watcher. I'm not either. I really try to prevent looking at the clock because I just want to get my day through, get through my day, right?
Me too.
Every time, and then it happened to you, and we were just, I'm like, what was going on?
What's happening?
So, yeah, I think we need to find out.
So, you guys probably know that March 21st, we moved into Aries, and so, these portals are starting to open for us to move from what we are living in now, which is the third dimension, into the fifth, which, believe you me, is where I want to be.
Yes.
So a lot of that has to do with, I know there's all kinds of stuff happening in our external world right now, and we're stuck on watching every little bit thing that we can and reading every little bit that we can. But the messages that I've been getting are, and again, if you've been watching this channel, one of the biggest messages I've been saying for a long time is I kept seeing a tornado and staying in the center. And that's kind of what's coming through now for me as well, is like, let all this external stuff just happen and stay centered. Start getting together with people that are like-minded like you and in a spiritual way, and we need to all come together and just support each other and love each other, and show that compassion, that empathy, that love for each other,
because we need it more than ever.
Yeah,
because we were talking about, gosh, I gotta stop watching the news. I gotta really find some peace and solitude. So I went to YouTube. I've tried to find fun videos, happy videos, high frequency videos. Nothing was popping up. I told you, I'm like, I don't know if there's any videos out there that really show, compassion and love and empathy, and everything out there is so negative right now. So we have to, and I know it's important to keep updated and know what's going on, but we also need to make sure that we are in a safe zone,
right? And
that's what you're talking about, is staying within your tribe and knowing that what you can handle and what you cannot handle.
Right, exactly. And one of the things that we kind of been talking about too is the fact that we know that we're empaths, and I know there's a whole bunch of you out there that are also empaths, and so we take everything. I mean, like, whether it's, in our familiar world or in our external world, we're feeling it. I mean, we are feeling it, and I could feel myself feeling it. In fact, we had taken a little girls' day and went to this.
It was like a vendor. It was a vendor as a spiritual type
Yeah.
atmosphere with different people. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, there was such neat things there.
There
People,
was.
crafts, and there was a lot of different things. There
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of tarot cards being read. Bo-
Some I think it was like, I don't know if you call it witchcraft or how whatever,
Wicca, yeah,
Wiccan
Wiccan.
stuff and things like that. But I think I got like two booths in, and I'm like hyperventilating, like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, because the I don't know if the energy was too high in that room,
yes,
or if there was some energy that I was connecting to that was like, just like, I'm like, I gotta find Sandy,
yeah,
because there was four of us,
yes.
and I'm like, I gotta find Sandy, because number one, if she's feeling it,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm not crazy. And so I found
Mm-hmm.
her, and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I know, we just paid to get in here. It was only $5. But I'm like, I have to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm like, literally feel like I'm suffocating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the look in your eyes were like, wow, I just need to, and that was important for you to realize that.
mhm,
It wasn't you were super sensitive, but it was also a fact that you knew where you belonged and
right.
where you can't where you
Hmm.
shouldn't go as
Right.
well.
So we went outside. We told the other two, hey, we're just going to be outside. And the minute I went outside, I was fine.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
whoosh, there was some heavy stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you are an empath, I
Mm-hmm.
know that you feel it. You feel the
Mm-hmm.
heaviness. You feel all the anxiety and everything that's going on. That's why, I think it's so important to try to build your own little tribe and come to this channel and
Mm.
just, get a smile, get a laugh, understand that we understand what you're going through, because
Yes,
we're going through it too.
absolutely.
And it's not easy, but ground yourself. Always stay grounded.
Mm.
Protect yourself. Ask, the archangels to come in and watch over you and circle you and your loved ones and your family and keep
Mhm.
them safe. And um, uh, yeah, my
No,
brain just went,
no,
oop.
but and Diane, I just feel like even more so, everything we've said up until now everything has kind of transpired,
Hmm.
and yes, you say this to me all the time. We chose to be here,
We did.
and
We did.
whether that was before our birth. Oh, I don't know. You're more wise on that stuff than I am, but
Yeah, I mean, we all, our souls and spirits, they choose when they want to come here
mm-hmm,
to this earth and what they want to experience. And I always try to tell Sandy and other people in my lives, we chose this moment. We chose to be here at this age, at this moment, knowing what we know and what we don't know, because there's lots of young babies out there,
mm-hmm,
and there's lots of much older people than us too that are here.
mm-hmm.
And everybody came here at the time they were supposed to, for a reason. And that we were supposed to, we have a purpose, a mission.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly believe that mine and Sandy's anyway, and maybe a lot of you too, are star seeds, and that we were
Yeah.
sent here to try to keep the calm, keep the peace, bring people
Together.
together, and still,
Mm-hmm.
let them know that they are loved, and there's compassion and empathies that is
Mm-hmm.
still going on
Mm-hmm.
with, even in the midst of all the craziness,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely something that in history books or in just my life in general, even looking back, like nothing like this has ever gone
Mm-hmm.
on. And it does make your head kind of spin. And
Mm-hmm.
you're like, what's happening? Am I in like the Twilight Zone, or what's going on? Um,
It feels like it sometimes. I mean, because
mm-hmm,
you never would have thought in a million years that some of the occurrences, would be happening the way
mm-hmm.
they're happening. I feel like sometimes I'm jumping back in time,
Yeah,
but then I
yeah,
think it's important to know, no, we have to keep on moving forward. We need
right,
to look at, a better future, and keep those positive thoughts,
right.
because
Even in the midst
yeah.
of what you might think is like it's doomsday,
Mm-hmm.
or there could be those of you out there that think this is the most wonderful thing. And we all have come here with a different reason and a different viewpoint and a different way to look at
Mm-hmm.
why you're here. But I truly believe that Sandy and I are two little star seeds that are sitting here, um, wanting to help guide you through this, wanting to
Yeah.
help you keep grounded, wanting to help you navigate through what I believe is the portal of leaving this
Yeah.
particular spiritual world and moving into the next.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you're going to see that people start turning around and
Mm-hmm.
they start realizing, what's important.
Right. And we do need each other. We
Mm-hmm.
do need, to help each other get through this. And I know for me, not that I've turned away from my religion, but I'm looking at it through a different lens.
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel like my whole perspective of what I believe God wants for us as humans is for love with no bias,
It's his
love.
number one
Mm-hmm.
thing
Mm-hmm.
in everything. If
Yes.
you, I don't care what religion, what culture, the bottom
Yes.
line is always been love.
Yes.
Love, love, love,
Yeah.
love, 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 love. And
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't feel like, a lot of that is happening right now. And um, we need to would our community of people or whoever comes here to join us or whoever
Mm-hmm.
we get together with here, that's what we want to base it on is that, we're there for each other. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to help you through it. Because, some days
Mm-hmm.
she's really overwhelmed with it. And
Yeah.
some days I'm really overwhelmed with it. And it's not just politics, it's
No,
anything. I mean,
anything.
it's
Life. I
anything.
mean,
Life in general
we,
just gets you
yeah. The
crazy.
bills could be piling
Mm-hmm.
up. I know that, feelings, whatever. I have four
Mm-hmm.
children, and maybe one's hurting the other one's feelings, or, and I kind of have to be that center person, or maybe my feelings got hurt, and I'm not thinking anyone's, listening to me, or between spouses,
Yeah.
you have those little things that happen in
Yeah.
those little tiffs. But regardless of whatever it is, we wanted a channel that just brings some light to all the darkness, right? We want happiness, we want love, we want compassion, we want empathy.
So how do we get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do we do? What do we do to get there?
Mm-hmm.
What we do is her daughter plays the crystal
Bowls.
bowls,
Mm-hmm.
and that brings us back to the grounding and brings
Mm-hmm.
us into a more like spiritual place and makes us more
Mm-hmm.
centered. And you've heard me talk about Renee, my cousin. She
Yes.
does Reiki,
Yeah.
which is another spiritual way to, get rid of things or have her work on you and help you
Mm-hmm.
to, try to get through that kind of stuff.
Well, what reminds me of what I did this weekend, went to go see my daughter up in the city and got a massage.
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
that was, I mean, we found a very inexpensive place and got a massage, even though my other daughter knows how to massage.
Uh,
she
knock,
doesn't
knock.
always
Hello.
have she doesn't always have time for mom and
Yeah.
dad. So we went and got a special one, and we're celebrating my husband's 60th birthday tomorrow, and
And my
you know
mom's 80th
all
was just a few
right.
days ago.
So a
And
lot to celebrate, a lot
um,
to love on our
yeah,
families about. But yeah, yeah, you bring up a really good topic. What are some of the things you do? I mean,
meditation is
meditation.
great. If you can
Well,
meditate,
you know
light a
what?
candle.
So what did we do the other day? After we went to the little vendor show,
Mm-hmm.
we went to lunch with our good friends, other two good friends,
Mm-hmm.
and we sat and laughed the
Yes.
whole time. I mean, it was a real inexpensive
Just a little
little
cafe.
dive. It
Mm-hmm.
was nothing. I mean, our bill was so.
Oh,
I think we paid.
girls and boys,
we
you should have seen our table. It was, we could,
full. we ordered probably everything on the menu, but the
and then
best
stuff to
part,
go too.
yeah, then we ordered stuff to go, but the best part was we were celebrating like kind of all of our birthdays, because
Yeah.
remember we were all sick
Yeah.
and everything through the winter, and my birthday just happened, your birthday
Mm-hmm.
is we're still on your birthday week, so
Yeah, I'm
it's
on the
still
16th, so I
technically
haven't
it's
gotten,
still,
I have a birthday month,
oh yeah,
so we're still in it.
so right,
So I can link down below no. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Oh, are
But
you going to tell them about the cake?
no, you tell them about the cake because it is the most
So we wanted to
hilarious
have
thing.
dessert, right? So we're asking, well, what do you get? What kind of pies?
Yeah.
What kind of, and then she mentioned this frog cake.
Yeah,
And so
frog
we're
cake.
kind of like,
Oh, it's
what,
a shape of a frog?
what's a
Oh,
frog? What's a
yeah.
frog cake? So we said, oh, let's get the frog cake. You know, everybody, we got some other stuff too, but of course we did.
Yeah.
But we got this frog cake, and I will post a picture of that so you guys can see it. It is hilarious.
You have to see what this cake looked like.
It looked like a turd with
With
eyeballs.
It was the funniest looking thing.
It was
We
so
were cracking
funny.
up. It was it looked like a pile of chocolate turd.
It did, seriously.
With
But I'm telling you
two eyes
what,
on
that
the
was
top.
some good cake.
It was really good.
Sandy said it tasted like a Hostess cupcake, only better.
I thought that's what it tasted like.
Well, then let's go back. So as Sandy and I had arrived before the other two girls at the venue we were at, and we're sitting there, and that just happened to be my birthday. The next day was my birthday.
Right.
And so one of the girls, which you guys have met on here, Julia, she was driving, and okay, don't judge, but she was driving and she didn't have her glasses, I guess, on or something. But anyway, so she quickly must have like found a happy birthday and just sent it to me. And it said, happy birthday, happy 18th birthday, grandson. Love, Grammy or Grant something. And I'm like, what in the world? I'm like,
we thought it was a joke, but she was totally
serious.
She thought she was sending you the right, the right birthday greeting, but it was the most. I go, why is she sending you?
Where did that come from?
Oh, you gotta love her. She's the funniest, sweetest girl in the world.
Yeah.
But
I mean, so laughter, I mean.
That's what we're talking about.
I mean, Sandy and I, Sandy got a massage. And she was supposed to put her things in a basket.
In a basket at the foot of your bed, right? I came in totally dark in there. My husband and I were getting a couple's massage. Walk in. I had to run to the restroom, and he was already undressed and laying on the table. And he goes, "Oh, just put your clothes in that basket down there." And I couldn't see it. I didn't have my glasses on. So here I am stuffing my clothes in
her purse.
In my purse, which, by the way, my sister-in-law gave to me. She's gonna die when I told her I ruined the purse. But I pushed it down, and I'm like, why is this thing going down very well? And I couldn't figure out. And so I took off my clothes. You're supposed to get down all the way down to your, panties. So I'm pushing my clothes down, and the gentleman comes in. He's a sweet Asian guy. I couldn't speak a lick of English, but God bless him. He goes, oh no. He goes, there's water. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I pulled out my coat, and it was dripping wet. Just dripping. And so my daughter's in another section. It was kind of set up a little bit weird, but that's why it was so cheap, right?
Yeah.
So she's cracking up, dying. She's like, I can't take you and Dad anywhere. And I'm like, well, your dad's the one that told me to put it in the basket. He goes, well, I didn't see the water. I'm like, well, do you think I could see the water?
Wrong basket.
So, oh my gosh. So he's taking my coat, and it's just sopping wet, dripping all over. My purse was dripping. Thank God my phone was saved. And I'm thinking in my mind, and as I'm getting this massage, okay, Mark wore his long johns. I was going to wear his long johns out with he had two shirts on, and one was a thinner shirt and the other one was a sweatshirt. So I'm like, at least I had clothes to walk out in.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh.
I think it would have been funny though if she'd have walked out dripping wet. I think that would have been really funny.
I tell you, we can't go anywhere.
No.
Because if it's not me, it's her.
And now we've added Julia and Cindy to the picture.
Yes.
And they're just as bad as we are.
They're just as bad.
So when the four of us get together, it's freaking hilarious.
We have to tape ourselves sometimes with those girls.
Yes, we will.
You guys wouldn't believe some of the things that happen to us. And
if we do nothing else, we are going to bring you some laughter because it seems like it is the best medicine. We have that one video on here too where, long right at the very beginning where Mark comes down here and acting like he didn't even know what we were doing, that we were just sitting here talking to each other on the phone. But, we laugh. And when we laugh, it's like it's one of my favorite videos to watch because I laugh every time I watch it.
Yeah, he comes
You
down
know?
with no shirt on. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, it was
Oh
hilarious.
my
So if you haven't
gosh.
seen that, I'll link it so you can go back. But, yeah,
We
so,
have good times, don't we?
and I told Sandy, I said, we really just need to stay in the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't worry
Yes.
about what's going to happen 6 months from now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're only promised this moment
Yeah.
anyway. So why not enjoy it? Why not find the joy,
Agree.
find the laughter, find the love, be kind to one another. Just, it's so, to me, and maybe to others it's not, but to me it just seems so easy. And life is so much easier when you're kinder, or when
Absolutely.
you can help somebody, or somebody does something for you like totally unexpected, and you're like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, it makes your heart,
Yeah.
just like the Grinch, just grow, and
Yeah.
feel so much
Or
better.
if you just do something for someone else and how
Yeah.
much that lightens up their day as well. So
Yeah. Like one of my
yeah.
mom's favorite things that I make is chicken enchiladas, and I had a half a rotisserie chicken I had to use today.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just, you know what? Another sign. I mean, things don't just happen. My mom never, because I work from home, and so my
Mm-hmm.
mom never just stops by, because she
Mm-hmm.
knows I'm working. But
Mm-hmm.
today on my lunch, I was making dinner for tonight because I knew I was going to come and do this with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a pan and a half. Um, and she's happened to stop by, and she's like, "What are you making?" I go, "Oh, I'm making your favorite."
Aw.
And so I ended up sending her home with the half a pan.
Aw.
And,
So that made her
so that made
day.
her day. She doesn't have to cook dinner tonight. And it's one of her favorite things that I make.
Oh.
And it just so happened that just out of nowhere, because
Yes.
it's not something that I would do normally on
Mm-hmm.
a weekday, because,
You take a
I'm a
little,
simple,
yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
simple girl during the week.
yeah.
But I didn't want to, have to waste that chicken. So I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry for that. I'm going to do it. You know, I got a
Good for
half an hour for
you.
lunch. Why not? I'll
Good for
just
you. And
spend my
didn't
lunch
that
hour.
just do something for
Yeah,
you
because
as
I
well?
know she is going to thoroughly enjoy that
Right,
tonight.
right.
So
Mm-hmm.
you go, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
And like I
Mm-hmm.
said, she just celebrated her 80th birthday
And that
on
is huge. That's
Saturday.
such I mean, I
Yeah.
remember mom at 80. I no
Hmm.
longer have mine. She passed away at 93. But
Long
every
life.
day was such a blessing that I
It
had
is.
her.
It is. And we had a little party on Saturday
Mm.
to celebrate her birthday and my birthday, my mom's birthday, and then my soon to be daughter in law's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the little kids, and it was the
Oh.
baby, and
Mm.
it was good food, and it was laughing and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought these every year. I buy some kind of crazy hat that we have to
Mm-hmm.
wear in a picture for the four of us. And this year was these big cone hats, and so we took the picture, because I
Right.
know somewhere down the road when she's not here any longer,
Yes.
those are going to be the moments that I'm just going to look back on and smile and laugh and miss the most,
Mm-hmm.
So she has,
Treasure.
and she, who knows? I,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow, you know
Right.
what I mean? And so, gosh, just try to live
Yeah.
the best life you can live. In fact, I got to tell you that I was talking to Renee on my way out
Uh-huh.
here, and I thought
Uh-huh.
this was so cool.
Uh-huh.
But she has her little granddaughter this week because she's on spring break.
Okay.
And she had gone, I don't know what store she went to, but I think it was a grocery store or some store. And you know how they have those little carts for
Oh, God, I
kids?
love those.
Okay,
I
so
wish they
she
had them when
got
I was
a big
little.
cart for herself, and then her granddaughter, I think she's like 7,
Mm-hmm.
she got the little cart for herself and was pushing it around. And so Renee decided to just let her put stuff in her cart,
Right.
whatever, she's shopping too.
Right.
And then she was like, you know what? Who cares? Today, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say anything, but whatever she puts in that cart, I'm buying it.
Aww.
And she said, the total of her cart itself was like $28
Uh-huh.
and her bill came to 85. So,
Just tells you how much
but
she loves the little
she was
granddaughter.
putting like her favorite snacks in there and little
Aw.
ribbons for her hair and some body wash and and just having fun, probably thinking that, oh, I'm just doing, grandma's not gonna, there's no way
Right.
she's gonna like let me have all this stuff, but it just pretend shopping,
Mm-hmm.
and what joy did that bring
Yeah,
her
bless
and
her.
her granddaughter,
Yeah.
just to go, whatever she puts in that little tiny
Yeah.
cart, I'm buying it.
Yeah, those memories. You have to cherish those memories,
Yeah.
definitely. Mm.
And just keep living in the moments.
Mm.
That's all I can say. Find laughter, find love, find friendship, find
Yeah.
whatever you can. If you want to start a group where you're at of spiritual, like-minded, it doesn't, if you're not even spiritual.
No,
It's
you
just
don't
people
really
that want to
know.
just get together and talk
And have friendship.
and
Yeah.
and make friends.
Yep.
Friends are good. Believe me. I don't know what I'd do without
Yeah.
all of my friends and my family, and I've been totally, totally blessed, and I hope that a lot of you are too.
Yeah.
But come back to this channel and know that whatever we're putting out there is going to be positive. It's going to be something. It's probably going to be something stupid we've done. And you can laugh right along with us because that's just who we are. I mean, if it could happen, it's going to happen to one of us, right? I mean,
that's just one story, and that was a recent story, but we have others.
Oh my gosh, we've known each other a long time, so there's a lot of stories. But if you guys want to hear more about those stories, I am more than willing to share.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. I mean, some of them we might not want to share.
Yeah, some of them are a little bit. Back when you were a teenager and you were,
and she was
rotten.
Ooh, she was bad.
You were rotten.
Bad.
You were a rotten guy.
I know. Her mom and dad, I think, only wanted her to hang out with me because I'm the one that kept her under control.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Actually, it was my mom. She's like, you really should hang out with Sandy more often rather than some of these other people you've been hanging with.
Oh, goodness.
But
we had fun, didn't we?
We did. And I look back on that and I mean, it makes me smile.
Yeah.
And look back on just when your kids were little and the funny things that they did. Like my niece, she has two little ones. One is 3 and one's just a baby. And I just look at the stages they're going through and I go back and I remember like,
it's funny you're saying that because my 2 sons went to St. Louis and they went to their aquarium down there, and I have this little my youngest son, second one, and she is rambunctious.
I love her.
She wanted to take her shoes off and get into the aquarium
with the fish.
And she was throwing tantrums, and he's like, Mom, I don't think we'll be able to ever take her till she's at least 10 years old. She's going to have to get way older. And I'm like, no. I go, you're going to look back and laugh at this. I promise you, you will.
Yes. I mean, at that moment, you're like, what is happening? But when you look back on it and you tell them the stories, because a lot of times they're little enough where they don't remember, and they're like, I did? And I'm like, you did.
Yeah. I can laugh because I'm grandma and I was not there.
She probably been having a cow. No, put your shoes back on. I don't know, Sandy. Would you have let her get in? Put her feet in the water?
Well, not if it was,
sharks or something.
It was actually a public, display that they did not belong with little feet in there. So no, but I would have probably chuckled and I would have removed her from this situation. But yeah, it's hard when you're a young parent. I know. I remember that. I remember those times when.
And they have 3 little ones, like boom, 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 stair steppers.
Yeah.
And so, and they're all girls. So, yeah, they have their hands full.
They do.
But oh my gosh, some of the stories that Sandy tells me, I'm just like, that is hilarious. Yeah. Hilarious.
We want your day to be hilarious. Make it hilarious, make it fun, make it light, and especially with everything going down, we definitely want laughter amongst us. We try to we try to share stories because we want you to smile and
We
have.
do. But be aware, that this new portal is opening, and you just stay centered. Stay centered. If you feel yourself drifting away or going towards the outside of that tornado, come back. Come back to the center and just breathe. There's breathing exercises out there too, all over YouTube, and that you can breathe your way back into being centered. So if you're not a meditator, or you don't have any place to go for crystal bowls or anything like that, you can breathe just slowly and deeply, and it'll walk you through the whole thing. So stay in the center. That's all I got to say. But we will be back. See, we're back. We told you we'd be back.
Yeah.
And if anything like super duper comes up before
we'll be
we get back together, I'll be sure to put it up here, even if it's a little short, for you guys to keep you reminded to stay centered.
We'll have more fun stories for you.
We will. In fact, you know what? I think we should start talking about what we're going to talk about, because we got some doozies, I think. So
yeah.
All right. Well, we love you. We're going to tap out for now.
Yes.
It's Monday. I'm going to try to get this up tonight, and so I hope that you have a great week. And hopefully we'll be back. Do you think we'll be back again this week?
Yeah, let's try to.
We're going to try to be back again this week
for another video.
Yeah,
we will.
All right, you guys stay there, stay in love, and stay happy, and keep laughing. And we will talk to you again soon.
Make sure you like, subscribe.
Oh yeah, I always forget that part. Yeah,
Okay.
do that too. All right, bye.
Bye.
See ya.